gifts always reminds me of my dad. He wasn't a big gift giver. I can hear him now.
Gifts? When I was a kid, we didn't give gifts. We were too poor. We gave each other headaches.
Dad, I still got mine from last year.
I heard that.
But the truth is, I do have some fond memories of Christmas. When I was a kid growing up in the Midwest, as soon as Thanksgiving was over, everybody seemed to immediately get into the spirit of the season, except for my family.
Tommy, stop pushing.
We never had a Christmas like the families on TV did. Dad, when are we going to put up our lights?
When the war was on, we couldn't put up lights.
What? My mom would always interpret for my dad.
Your dad is telling you not this weekend, but next.
What? We're not putting up lights this year. We're conserving energy.
Who is yours?
Too early for this garbage. I mean, there's a fishing show. It's a Christmas show disguised as a fishing show. I knew it. There's a Santa on the boat.
That's a Christmas spirit.
I heard that.
Winter arrived early in Cedar Knoll, Wisconsin. By Christmas time, we always had a ton of snow.
School closures are Districts 119, 204, 221, Districts 807, 516, 214.
Hey, no school! All right, no school today.
Yay! No school! No school! Yeah! No school!
What are you so excited about? You don't even go to school. Mom, wrap them up nice and tight, so I can spin them with all my might. Top hat.
Now, you two be careful. There's 3 feet of snow, and if one of you gets hurt, the ambulance won't be able to get through.
Good. Maybe he better stay in.
Louie, give this to your father.
Hey, I'm not going near that bathroom.
No, he's not in there.
Where is he? When I was cheap shovels nowadays, yeah, making it. Oh man,
What are you trying to do? Burn me alive?
Mom said you might want to warm up.
Yeah.
Hey, Mrs. Stillman, need some help?
Oh, good morning, boys. I know the paper is here somewhere.
We'll find it, Mrs. Stillman.
Well, I think I looked there, Tommy.
Watch out, Tommy. I'm not supposed to tell you this, but there's snow creatures under here. They grab onto your legs. They pull you into the white hole. Here it is.
Oh, thank you, Louie. You're a sweet boy.
I make the snowballs, and you guys throw them at each other.
You're a brave one.
In planning the sneak attack, we needed a volunteer to be the decoy.
Hey, that's not fair.
Hey! That's my brother! No! Now, everybody loves to be in a snowball fight, but we all have the fear of getting hit in the ear with that ice ball. Now, I don't care how tough you are.
Cease fire!
No throwing in the ear!
Hey, look, Louie's crying.
I am not crying!
Hey, Louie, you all right?
I'm going in, okay?
Come back, Louie.
And even though you got hit in the ear, you'd always limp.
Why you limping? You get hit in the air with an ice ball?
The pain was so bad. I mean, you felt that you could even swear and get away with it. God darn it! Didn't you hear me? Darn it!
What's all the yelling about?
Oh, Andy, are you going to put the lights up after work?
Why, of course. That's what I live for. Ah, just my luck.
We're going to get the Christmas tree, Christmas tree.
I was a kid, there weren't any cars, no congestion. They had a horse and a mule, and that's it.
Mom thought that if we could get Dad to go out and buy a tree, then he might get in the right frame of mind, so he would put up the lights.
Ah! Oh, man.
Well, it seemed like a good idea.
For crying out loud. Don't these people have anything better to do? They have a TV or a sick relative they can take care of?
Let's split up.
I'm going with Mom.
Now, hold on there, buddy. Hold your horses there, pal. I know how to work with these guys. They buy these trees for a quarter each. Then they mark them up about 200%. That's right.
This is it. We'll take this.
That's an excellent choice, ma'am.
No, not that one. This one here.
How much for this tree here without any limbs?
That's $35 tree.
What? What, are you gonna come over and decorate it for us? I'll give you $3 for it.
Oh my gosh! He's not our legal father.
Give me that saw out of the garage. Go on and get that stand out of the basement.
You mean the stand that came over on the Mayflower?
That's a good stand. Thing's been handed down generation after generation. When I was a kid, we didn't have any stands. We had to take turns holding that tree.
He worked on that tree for what, 3-4 hours?
Put it over to the right now. And move the other leg here. Push the thing down.
Every year, the same thing. He'd put it in the stand.
Dad, it's crooked. Put it by the TV. No one will notice. For $35, that tree should dance.
Well, sooner or later, Mom would talk Dad into stringing up the lights.
Merry Christmas.
Of course, he'd go all out. Really make us proud.
The squirrel should get some decorations. I've outdone myself once again. Hey, freezing out there. I tell you, I could put some of your mother's relatives out there. It'd be a good night for them, ain't you?
Here's a treat for you, boy. Eat up, they're fresh.
Now just bend your body over a little like that. Let your arms hang loose, see? Now put your right hand up here, under here. That's right. Now stretch yourself, see? That's right. Now then, put the tongue under your lips over your teeth.
Like this?
Like that. That's right. Like that. Now then, stretch yourself and check it, see?
For crying out loud, what the heck is this? Louie, put the donut down and put on channel 2.
Poor Mrs. Stillman. You know Mrs. Stillman is all alone this Christmas.
Lucky her.
Her son and daughter moved to Florida. She can't afford to fly to see them. She can't afford to buy any presents. She can't even afford to buy a Christmas tree. I don't think she's having any company this year, is invited to any Christmas dinners.
Quiet! I said quiet!
My mom just brushed it off like she did 100 times before, knowing he really didn't mean it.
Well,
But I decided it was time to stick up for my mom.
Hey, Dad.
Listen, pal. You be quiet, too.
Quiet? Don't tell me to be quiet.
Quiet. You're ruining this whole family.
I have an idea. Now, I put a lovely roast in the oven. It won't be ready for 3 hours.
Yeah, medium rare. Just the way I like it.
So, I'm going over to Mrs. Stillman's to offer to take her to the grocery store. And this will allow you enough time to decorate her house.
No, darn it. Now, I've been waiting for this episode all week.
Isn't there an extra box of Christmas lights in the garage? You know, that Janet's daughter's cousin's husband gave to us? You remember?
I put them all up.
Why can't Mrs. Stillman put up her own lights?
Since Mr. Stillman passed, Mrs. Stillman is all alone. She probably can't afford decorations. You understand.
Poor Mrs. Stillman, yeah. Probably collected $100 grand worth of insurance when the old codger kicked. I wouldn't doubt it.
Andy, I'm sure we have an extra box.
Well, we have an extra box. Why don't we put them around my room?
Louie?
They're on the shelf next to the paint thinner. You know, the paint thinner we used to get the gum out of Tommy's hair.
3 hours.
There's a box next to the paint thinner. Brilliant.
This was a perfect time for me to go and clean my room.
That's right. Get your coat, 'cause you're coming with me.
I better stay here with Tommy.
Your sister will watch him.
Just like I was being
Laura,
He just
watch your brother down here. Don't let him blow up the house.
anything. Not
I'm
one
going
word,
over to the
anything.
Stillman house
What
to
do we
rob
think
it
about that?
with Louie.
Just what I needed. To go out in the sub-zero weather with the abominable loudmouth.
It's very important. Make sure all the bulbs light before you spend hours putting them up.
Oh, there's a thought.
I heard that.
In those days, if you had one bad bulb, the whole string would be out.
Darn it! They work. Come on, let's get this over with.
Dad, can you believe it? Mrs. Stillman doesn't even have a Christmas tree.
Yeah? She's 35 bucks richer, too. Here, untangle these.
It's difficult enough to try to get through childhood with sausage links